There are 9 key elements you want to include in a comprehensive fitness routine. The first one being a warm-up. The purpose of a warm-up is to prepare your body for activity. You want to make sure there's a flexibility component. You need flexibility to elongate the muscle. You want to make sure you work on your core and know your core does not just refer to your abdominals. What your core refers to is, yes, part of your abdominals, but also your obliques, your back, and your legs. Having a strong core reduces injury, reduces back pain specifically, and helps with stability. And speaking of stability, you want a stability and mobility component. The two go hand in hand. You don't want stability without mobility because you don't want to build strength upon immobile joints. At the same time, over-mobilizing your joints leads to weakness and a lack of control. So you got to have the balance between stability and mobility. You want to work on balance and coordination. Although these are probably the least sexy of the fitness elements, they're probably the elements that will help injury-proof you the most. You also want a reactive training component because reactive training not just increased your power and strength thresholds, but it also reduces injury. Think of the times that you catch yourself before a fall. That's your reactive training, whether it's officially trained or not, preventing possible injury. You need a cardiorespiratory component, aerobic and anaerobic. You never know when you're going to need your fitness. Cardio also helps recovery from other components. And finally, and probably one of the most important elements, you need strength. You need to be able to carry groceries up the steps. You need to be able to help somebody up after they fall down. You need an element of strength. But just because you lift weights doesn't mean you're going to get massive. It can, if that's your goal. But just because you lift weights doesn't mean you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And finally, you need a cool down. The purpose of a cool down is to tell your mind that it's time to switch from being on in the gym to focusing on the rest of the day ahead. There you go, 9 elements of a comprehensive fitness program. Use these as a checklist against your own fitness program to see which ones you have and which ones you need.